All right, welcome to the Tuesday Tidbit. So this one is, can I qualify for a mortgage if I receive income from cannabis income? It's a hot topic. It's very relevant right now, especially. So you're going to have different answers depending on who you talk to. Okay. So different lenders are going to have slightly different requirements. If a lender ever had an overlay, and an overlay is where you take Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac's guidelines, for instance, and then a lender puts their own guidelines on top of it. So they're overlaying their own guidelines on top. Okay. Overlays can come up for a number of different reasons, but one of the most common reasons is cannabis income. And that's why I'm saying, look, lenders might have a number of different requirements on this. Larger institutions, for instance, might have less of an appetite for it because it's more risky for them. Smaller institutions might have a little bit more flexibility. Here's Elevation Credit Union's policy on it. We can do cannabis income so long as you're a W-2 employee of that company. Okay, you were receiving a salary and you do not own any portion of the company. If you own any part of the company, we cannot use that income for qualification. It's tricky because while it might be federally deregulated, there's still a number of issues that arise, and all lenders are going to be backed by the government in one way or another. FHA and VA and USDA, those are truly government money. Money directly from Uncle Sam. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are government-sponsored enterprises. And even if a lender is doing a portfolio loan, so holding on to the piece of paper behind the loan on their own personal books, we're all still insured by FDIC or NCUA, right? So we're all kind of backed by the government in one way or another, and there are some strict limitations with regards to it. Elevations is a little bit more lenient than most. If it's a W-2 position and you're not self-employed, you don't own any part of the company, then yes, we could. It gets a little bit more tricky because it's not just the cannabis industry, but there's a lot of different offshoots from the cannabis industry. We've come across it before where a member was self-employed, but they were self-employed with regards to lighting and irrigation, but they happen to sell almost entirely exclusively to cannabis-related industries. That caused a little bit of a gray area, and there was an issue that kind of came up of this isn't directly cannabis, but it's related to cannabis very closely. So it's a constant pain point. We're waiting for things to get more reasonable at some point, but so far that's not the case, and those are the current rules as of today. Hope that helps. Thank you so much. If you know of anybody else that might benefit from this, feel free to forward it along to them. Appreciate you all. Thanks. Bye.